Blessings and love. Reverend Valerie Love here, your divine midwife of soul destiny, valerielove.com. So let's talk about why I exited Total Life Changes. And first, let me say that Total Life Changes, there is nothing wrong with it. I have nothing bad to say about it. And I know that there are a lot of great relationships I made there. And I love the product and I love the experience I had. I'm going to share with you, my YouTubers, my love family, why I am no longer there so that you will understand what's going on. Come right up. All right, family. So there are three reasons why I'm no longer with Total Life Changes. Number one, and I'm going to go through each of these for you so that you have clarity. And I pray that this inspires you to make a really, really good choice for your life, for your family, for your wealth, and also to just be transparent about my life and what's going on with me, because that's what teachers, are called to do, and to really uplift and inspire you in the process. Okay, so here are the three. Number one, compensation. Compensation. Profit is the reason why we begin a business. And if a business is not bringing you the profit that you desire, we talk about that in a moment, then it's time to make some decisions, right? Time to make some decisions. So number one, compensation. Number two is degree of difficulty. So when you join a new business, you want to know, what is the degree of difficulty for me to get to the big money? And number three, is it desirable? Do I actually desire to do that which is required for me to reach the big money in this particular business venture? And is it something I love doing? Is it something that's aligned with who I am? Is it something that really feeds me and fulfills my soul? Because as we know, process and means means and ends are the same. So whatever means you use to get to the end is the same thing you're going to experience in the end. People always think, well, let me do this, do this, do this, do this to get this result. Well, whatever you're doing in the thing to get the result is what you're also going to have in the result. They're the same. Means and ends are the same. People say, well, I want the ends of this particular thing by any means possible. Well, if you take that route, then that same thing that you put in the means, what's in the seed is in the tree. So if you want to work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard, that's what you're going to have in the end too. Work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. You're not going to ever be able to let that go. So spiritually speaking, from a spiritual perspective, forget everything else, because everything is spiritual. Everything has a root in spirituality, because everything came from, this is a spiritual universe that we're living, right? If you are saying that you want to accomplish a means, an end, a result, and the means that you are taking to get there is not joyful and pleasurable, do you see that the end is not going to be joyful or pleasurable either? Please understand that very carefully, very clearly. Understand it. So those are the three. Let's take the first one first. All right, family, let's talk about compensation. Ooh, one of my favorite topics. How you get paid? How you get paid? And I'm a numbers girl because I was at American Express, financial advisor as a financial planner for 7 years. I could crunch numbers 16 ways to Sunday, okay? I love numbers. Numbers tell the story. At American Express, they used to tell us men lie, women lie, children lie, but numbers don't lie. And I found that to be true because numbers are God and the whole universe is built on numbers. And there is a numerological system to this entire universe that brings forth truth. When you look at numbers, you find truth. So I have pen and paper to express to you exactly what happened in the compensation with Total Life Changes so that you can see it clearly. Now, I'm talking to you from my own personal experience. Once again, this is not anybody else. This is my personal experience. There are a lot of people making a lot of money in Total Life Changes, and I take nothing away from them. I give them their props. Wonderful. I'm sharing with you my experience, my decision based on my experience, okay? So here's the compensation of Total Life Changes. And before I show you the compensation and how it played out in my world with my team, let me give you the reason I joined Total Life Changes. I joined Total Life Changes to create substantial residual income, not necessarily to make a lot of money. I had to tell you the honest truth. I had just made $25,000 in my coaching practice in the month that I joined Total Life Changes, or just before. It was very recently. I had come into some you just success with my fight, with my coaching practice, and my coaching practice consistently pays me 5 figures or more. That's not the reason I joined. I didn't join to make money. I joined because, before I go further, I joined because I understand cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki, and we're going to put it closer so you can see it. Cash flow quadrant said this is the employee, this is the self-employed person. This is where 95% of the population lives. On this side is the business owner and the investor. See, I was already successful at this part. But what happens is an employee has a job and a self-employed person bought themselves a job. That's the difference between these two. What lives here? My financial planner self, right? Doctors, right? Attorneys, Esquire. I know I have one. I pay her a nice sum of money annually. Her retainer. I pay her retainer, and it goes according to her hourly pay, right? She is self-employed. She's a self-employed person, a professional. You got your psychoanalysts here. You have your healing practitioners here, coaches, okay? You see, all of us, we are paid here. And though we may make a lot of money, yeah, we know how to make money. Well, making money doesn't make you wealthy, because money alone does not equal wealth. And plus, if we do not show up to this, we do not get paid. So you can understand that people that are already successful here, they want to find a way out. They're definitely not doing the employee thing. That is not happening. They know that they must be an entrepreneur, yet they desire to make the jump from this side of the cash flow quadrant over to this side. Watch Robert Kiyosaki. I'm telling you, he breaks this whole thing down. It's incredible. It's the most genius thing ever. Now, only 5% of the population lives on this side. Business owner, investor. So I made the leap to come over here. So if you consider business owner and investor, a business owner means you own systems, SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, money. That's what a system does, right? You own systems, or you have access to systems that cause you to receive money. And that money, in turn, is invested in what? Assets. And these assets now work for you as an investor. This is your money working for you. So very clearly, this is where I was. This is where I'm moving to. I love my coaching practice. Yet if I do not show up to my coaching practice, I do not get paid. So I am looking for ways to live on this side of the quadrant only and still do what I love. Okay, is that part clear? I pray that's very clear. That was the reason I joined Total Life Changes. I joined TLC for the residual income, not just to make money. I already know how to make money. That wasn't my problem. And a lot of successful people already know how to make money. That's not their problem. They're looking to be free. They're looking to have residual income. They're looking to put their money on autopilot and to have their money work for them and to see freedom from what they do every day. So if you can understand the mindset of a person who is self-employed or who's really deeply entrenched in their business, and if they walk away from their business, they won't be making money, like a person like me. We're looking for ways that we're always going to make money all the time, even while we're on the beaches of the world. Hence YouTube. Hence my book royalties. See, these are systems. And these systems, like book royalties, I write a book one time, it keeps paying me over and over and over and over again. That's a system. YouTube, you make one video, you put it on YouTube, it brings immense value to people's lives. And then because it brings immense value to people's lives, a lot of people watch it, you get paid systems for bringing in residual income. Can you say residual? See, this is the magic word for me because this sets you free. And I've had a lot of residual income in my life. And oh my God, residual income is the bomb.com, baby. Let me tell you, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Residual income, because you don't have to get up and keep doing the thing. That thing is spitting out money, 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 money continually. That's why I joined Total Life Changes. Now, let's go to what was my actual experience in Total Life Changes. Once again, love the product. Oh my God. The products are amazing. You can't take anything away from TLC products. The products are amazing. Here's what you have in TLC. As you know, in TLC, the compensation is what we call a binary, right? This is the residual pay part of it. Residual. Remember, that's what I was looking for. Residuals. Huge, big, fat residuals. So for the binary, you have two legs, right? You know this. So you got this leg growing this way, right? On down the line, on down the line, on down the line. And you got this leg over here, on down the line, on down the line. And everyone has two under them, okay? Two. So you have two organizations, basically. Now, you bought in both of these people. That was how it was for me anyway. I bought in these people. I did not get very much spillover at all. Probably none, really. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Not a lot. Mostly all the people in my organization are from my results of my efforts of bringing people in. Okay, so sponsoring, my own sponsoring effort, and sharing. I was excited. I love TLC. I was sharing all the products. So you have two organizations. So depending on where you choose to put people, left or right, and you can choose, your organization, you want to keep it somewhat balanced. Well, what happens? One side is your pay leg. The other side is your power leg. Now, let me tell you something. If this power leg gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, which happened over and over again in our organization, no matter how hard you work, you get paid 0 on your power leg. You are getting paid somewhere about 10% on the pay leg. So you get paid on the smaller of the two legs. Understand this. This is very, very, very important to understand. And I pray I'm making it simple, and I pray I'm not oversimplifying it for people who already know this and saying, Val, move on. This is elementary. Skip to the next thing. I pray to serve all of my audience in here. Power leg. The power leg, for some in our organization, you can have 50,000 in volume on the power leg. How much do you get paid at that? 0 weekly. And if you have 200 volume on your pay leg, this is what you're getting paid on. You're getting paid on the 200 weekly. 10% of 200 weekly is what? $20. There goes your paycheck. Now, your residuals, I'm not talking about other means of making money. I'm talking about residuals. I'm focused on residuals because I joined for residuals. Now, if $20 a week doesn't excite you, because it didn't excite me at all, you can see how this structure is problematic. Now, I'm not saying you can't make money in it, because you could work, and keep this balance and keep this balance and keep this balance. But what I find is that one or the other is going to run away. And as soon as one runs away, oh my God, work, get this one real big. It's not going to be all that easy to take this one from 50 to 50,000. Okay. And we did meet people that had a power leg, 50,000 volume on the power leg, $50 on the pay leg. You get $5 that week. I don't know about you, but $5 can't buy me lunch. No, it can't even buy me one latte in Starbucks. Okay? So this is a very important phenomenon. Yes, you do get a matching. So let's talk about the matching on the residual. If you're a director, which I was a director, you will get a match of all the people you bring in, but you're matching their residuals. So if they have the same problem that you do, which of course they probably will, and they make, let's say you made $20 for the week and they made $5 a week, you will get a 50% matching bonus of a whopping $2.50. Yay, get excited. No, that's not exciting. It's nothing about that is exciting to me. See, what I find about compensation plans with network marketing companies is sometimes it looks great on paper. Like, when you're sitting in the presentation, you see this. However, when you work it, you're looking at it, oh, that looks great. We get paid 5 ways. Wow, that's fantastic. And yes, you do get fast start bonuses. However, and the fast start bonus, 50% of the volume. Great. Fast start bonus. Once again, I didn't join for a fast start bonus. That's not residual. I joined for fat residuals, okay, that would serve me year after year after year. From being a business builder, not a product pusher. I don't push any product for anybody. Nobody. I build businesses. That's what I love. That's what I love teaching. I'm a businesswoman. I'm not a product pusher. I'm like a shark. Okay, the sharks on Shark Tank. We don't pump products, push products. I love business building. I love teaching people how to be an entrepreneur. I love teaching people how to be successful. So, yes, we have the fast start bonuses that when you bring someone in, you're going to get 50% of what they come in on. But remember, in TLC, it is not required that people come in on a package. So if they buy a $40 NutriBurst, 40 volume point NutriBurst, you will get $20. I don't know about you, but $20 is, it is 50%, but it certainly isn't what you require in the way of building a substantial income. Yes, they have the fast start bonuses. Yes, they have a matching bonus. Yes, they have the commissions from the customers. Now, if you really, so that's number one, the compensation. So you understand my motives, my intention, why I joined. You also see now that it did not fulfill the purpose for why I joined, because I'm not going to run like a slave. This brings me to number two, degree of difficulty. I'm not going to spend all this time trying to keep two legs balanced. I'm not going to do that. And if one should take off, which isn't that what you want to happen in your network marketing company? You want your legs to take off. If one leg takes off, you're not getting paid on it. And that happened over and over and over again. So that brings me to the second point. Let's talk about that now. Hello. Let's talk about number two, degree of difficulty. So if you want to get to the big money, wouldn't you want to know, okay, how difficult or easy is it for me to get to the big money? Now, I'm not looking for it to be easy, because let me tell you something. When I was a financial planner at American Express, do you know what? We worked from KC in the morning to KC at night. We worked like slaves. We worked in the morning. We had to be there at 9 o'clock, which means you really have to be there at 8:30, right? 8:45. We had a mountain of papers that came on our desk every single day. We were watching the stock market. We were looking at insurance papers. We were seeing clients. We were going back to our desk doing more paperwork. Then we were seeing more clients. Then we were calling people who were potential clients from 8 in the morning, Monday through Thursday, to about 9, 10 o'clock at night. Friday, they let us off early, 7 o'clock. Saturday morning, 9 to 12. That was your life in the first 3, 4, 5 years of American Express. And it works, because you will build a practice of over 200 clients, which I did, managing millions of dollars for my clients, making much moolah, wonderful life, and many residuals coming in from the insurance and all of that good stuff. So yeah, it works. However, you got to ask yourself this question. I did it because I loved it. I loved working with my clients. I love it, love it, love it. But if somebody says to you, what's the degree of difficulty to get to the big money in this business? And they tell you, you have to work 8 hours a week, 80 hours a week. Okay, maybe that's not what I want to do. How do I get to the big money? If they tell you, this is how you get to the big money. So I looked at the presentation for TLC. It was great. 5 ways you get paid. I was feeling it. I really loved it. And I also was feeling that there was a divine calling to TLC. So that's why I took it up, and I found out amazing things about the 9 herbs and the tea. Amazing. Oh, Spirit was showing me things. But remember, when you get into a business or when you start something, if you have no attachment to the outcome, you don't know why God put you there. Maybe God put you there to make $1.2 million a month, or maybe God put you there to clean out your colon that was about to kill you in 3 years from some colon cancer. You don't know why God put you there. All I can say is it's going to be something good. And it could be astounding results and benefits that you did not even calculate when you joined. You just feel this. That was me. I felt the divine unction to join it. And I'm so happy I did, because I found out about NutriBurst. I found out about NRG, which absolutely makes you feel fabulous. But for me, I was getting kind of skinny because I forget to eat with NRG. Like, hours will go by. I'm like, did I eat? How come I ain't hungry? It really works. If you want to release some pounds, it works. The Delgado coffee is delicious, right? NutriBurst works phenomenally. So I got exposed to all of that, and now these are regimens that I have. I still have a NutriBurst bottle sitting right over there on my counter. I slather myself with the essential oils every day. I love chaga. I have Gano and NRG in my cabinet right now. Perhaps the reason that there was this divine unction to join TLC was to share. I have packets of tea on my counter. Was to share the story of these incredible life-changing herbs that come right out of the ground, and for me to learn about them, also for my health and well-being, in order to live here on this planet happily and in good health and feeling good and vitality to well over 100, which is what I asked for. So it's showing me that maybe that wasn't the business for me to make $1 kajillion, and I'm okay with it. I'm not attached to the outcome. However, I am looking for, as we said, big fat residuals. let's not forget that part. That's very, why you healthy, you better have some big fat residuals coming in to be living on, right? Energy. So the degree of difficulty to get to the big money in TLC was my second issue with it. Remember, I'm not going to run around pushing product. That's not my thing. I don't like it. I'm not going to do it. The degree of difficulty of how much work you have to put in to that plan, that compensation plan, in order to get the result means, for me, that even if I could sustain it, I could see that the average people that I bought into my business would not sustain it, could not sustain it. And indeed, you would not build a massive organization that has sustaining, holding power. Now, this comes from my experience with FDI, Financial Destination Corporation, a network marketing company I did many years ago. Here's what I learned from that. A beautiful secret. That's a unilevel, also with a 3x7 matrix. Do you know that I built a huge organization? Well, I won't say huge. I would say it was a fairly good sized organization. It was hundreds. It wasn't thousands. It was hundreds of people in that organization. We were everybody in the organization that was working, and even the part-time workers, they were making money. We had no product. It was a service company. We had financial services. This company does not exist in this form anymore. Okay? We have our financial services. And what we did was we helped people with their finances. And because it was a service, there was no tangible product that you lugged around or carried around or showed people or got people to ingest. It was a service. Okay? That business had a compensation structure that was called a unilevel. And according to what I hear from my mentors, the unilevel has paid out more money in network marketing than any other compensation plan. That's what I've heard. I cannot say that it's absolute fact. I haven't done that research and crunched all the numbers on unilevels. I can also tell you that a mentor of mine told me many years ago, never join a binary. And at that point, I didn't ask him what he meant by that. He was very experienced. He knew exactly what he was talking about. He knew network marketing compensation plans like the back of his hand, back and forth. He said, never join a binary. And I was like, okay. But that was 20 years ago. I didn't even remember that basically when I went to the TLC meeting. Later on, I remembered it. The wisdom came back. And I don't know why that little piece of wisdom stuck in my head after decades when he said a whole lot of other stuff to me. And that one little sentence that he said to me really stuck in there. Well, that was because of what the experience I was going to have. The degree of difficulty. Do I want to run around and give a lot of tea parties? No, that's not what my life is about. I'm a minister. I am a spiritual life coach. I work with people up here and in here, their mind and their heart. That's the work I do with people. It's personal development. It's spiritual development. Really, that's 90% of network marketing anyway, is personal development. And that's why we're always working on self. We're always being the best self we can be. We're always bringing the best of ourselves to every experience. Yes, we're always desirous of expressing excellence. That's the desire. Yes, that's the aspiration. So, the degree of difficulty, I didn't want to be working like a slave to do this, to keep these two legs always right. Oh, one is going in. It feels hectic to me. And if something feels hectic, I ain't doing it. Now, I'm not a lazy person. I'm a person that knows that this universe doesn't work by hard work. And everybody that ever told me, work hard, you got to work hard, there was something in it for them if I worked hard. They were wanting me to work hard. God never said work hard because God doesn't work hard. God said, let there be light, vegetation, animals, man, woman. Let there be. Was there any hard work in that? There is nothing hard about that. Where did we get in our eyes, in our minds, the idea that you have to work hard? Get rid of that. It doesn't work that way. What does it work on? It works on alignment. It works on inspiration. It works on inspired action. It does work on action. It works on energy. That's why I am the author of 11 books. I wasn't working hard a day in my life when I wrote those 11 books. I'm writing 3 more books now effortlessly. Why? Because I love it. I'm not working hard right now. I got 500 and some odd videos on YouTube. Was that hard work? No. Why? Because I love it. And every time people call me or I'm talking on the phone with them, they say, a lot of times people say, I know you're so busy, Reverend Val. No, I'm not. I am not busy. I am productively engaged. Which brings us to number 3. So, beloved, now that we've talked about the compensation, now that we've talked about the degree of difficulty, let's talk about, now that you know, okay, I know now what's required for me to get to the big money. Is this desirable? Is this even something that I want to be doing with my life? Is this something that I feel called to do with my life? And the answer to that for me was no. I did not feel called to deliver tea to people all over town. As a matter of fact, I told one of our coaches who's in our spiritual community, she also was on our team, I said, why are you delivering tea to people all over the place? You're not a tea delivery salesperson. She would brew up the tea and put the tea in these jars, these big bottles that she got from the dollar store and deliver tea to people. Is that what God told you to do? That's not what God told me to do. God told me to inspire, to empower, to uplift, to teach, and to be the living, breathing example, a demonstration of the possibilities of divine potential expressed. That's what God told me to do. And that's what I'm doing. And trust me, if you are on your love, your passion, it will not feel like a day of work. It will feel like play. They always say, make your vocation your vacation. I live and breathe it. And it's highly productive. New clients always coming in. Am I working hard to get new clients? Hell no. Am I working hard right now? No. Stop thinking you got to work hard. That's a strand of unworthiness. You can let it go. Trying to prove worth by what you do. Your worth is already inherent, beloved. You are worthy because you are. There's nothing that's going to make you more worthy because you're infinitely valuable. You could not get any more valuable. You are God in living form, in human form, in tangible form. What could be more valuable than that? So, desirability. Do I desire to do this, to get to the big money? No. That says, I'm done here. So let me tell you how it all came to a conclusion. Let's wrap this up with a pretty bow. Around November, after I had worked it for 6 months, and I saw that it was not giving me the financial results that I was after. And I also saw that it was not giving my team members who wanted to just work part-time, like we talked about in FDI. People were working part-time and they were making money. They were able to make a couple of hundred here, 500 here, 1,000 here on a consistent monthly basis in that compensation plan. Because you could truly work that business 3 to 5 hours a week and make a couple of hundred extra a month, 500 a month. I want to be in a plan where people truly can make $500 to $5,000 a month consistently by working part-time. That's a true thing that actually happens and actually plays out in people's lives. And also that we get paid on everything we bring to the table, not portion of what we bring to the table. Everything we bring to the table, we get paid on, all of us. That's what I desire. So, where was I? Degree of difficulty, and is this desirable, and how did it all come to a head? This is how it all came to a head. So in November, after 6 months of working TLC, and I saw, okay, this is not getting me or my team what we got in this thing for. Let me be still and let me turn within and let me really see what's going on here. And I got the impress from Spirit that this is not going to make you a lot of money, but yeah, it's going to make you very healthy. Okay, thank you. Well, then I can continue taking the products and I will use another vehicle that will make me residually wealthy. Understand? Because I'm a gal that believes in investing. I believe in investing in stocks. I believe investing in real estate. I believe investing in Bitcoin. I believe investing in gold, silver, precious metals, all of that. And I do all of that investing because my mind is focused on wealth. That's where my mind is. And my mind is focused on wealth for you, to support you in manifesting more money, not just for the sake of having more money and having another car. We done already been there, done that. I already had the mini mansions. I already had the $150,000 Mercedes AMG car. It was lovely. You know, it massages your back while you're rolling down the street. Lovely, lovely. I'd rather have gold, silver. Not that I have to choose, because you can have everything in this great big lovely universe you desire to have. What I'm saying is that my mind is now more focused on lasting wealth as opposed to declining assets that lose their value over time. I'm not as interested in those, even though they're fine, they're trinkets. Yeah, have all the cars you want to have. It's lovely. It's lovely. That ain't never going to make you wealthy. That's just the point of it. And at American Express, I learned what makes you wealthy. And that cars ain't it. Unless you're like Jay Leno and you got this fabulous car collection that is a collector's edition of collector cars, 20 years and older. Now that's an appreciating asset. Yeah, you'll be extremely wealthy, but that's not these little cars people buy in the store. They got to have the Bugatti and this and that and the other. You're lovely. If you want that, lovely. I'm looking at gold. Global real estate, offshore bank accounts, offshore trusts, offshore limited liability corporations. I'm looking at investing in mango farms, tree farms. See, that's kind of where my consciousness is now. Stocks, stocks, not mutual funds, not bonds. I used to do that, not anymore. Stocks and Bitcoin, big time, right? So that's where my consciousness is now focused. And that's where I desire to focus yours if you'd like to join us in the Millionaire Club. MillionaireClub.me. Go there. Anyway, so I was being with all this, and I was like, this is not it for the financial result that myself and my team desire. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I simply said, I'm not going to do this anymore. Well, I went on with big holidays, hanging with my children, my family, my babies. My grandbaby's first birthday was in December. We were celebrating his life. And, you know, I was just kind of ruminating on this thing in the back of my mind with TLC. And then I went to India. As you know, I was in India. And I returned from India on Friday. Monday. So I get a phone call on Monday. From a good friend of mine who we have been friends for since 2005, over a decade. He has made millions in network marketing. And we were together in our network marketing company in FDI, and I'm telling you, we lit it up, having a ball, recruiting the world and loving it. Oh my God, we were on a crusade to stamp out financial illiteracy. I still remember that. It was a crusade. And because we were so excited and so happy and so on it, people were just joining us. And that did not feel like hard work at all. It was incredible, amazing. And I tell you one thing, I worked my residuals up to thousands per month and the car bonus. But I got to tell you something. When it was time for me to exit that business, the business was changing and I was changing and we were sort of going in different directions. I sold my business to one of my closest business partners for a consideration of $1, because when you make a sale, I wanted to give her my business because that's another story for another video. I'll tell you that story another time. At any rate, I transitioned out of the business. I gave it to her. Do you realize that this is now 2016 as I write this, as I record this? She still receives residuals from the business that I built back years ago. We started in 2005. That was over 11 years ago. I haven't worked the business in probably 6-7 years. She hasn't worked the business in like 3 years and still gets residuals. Does network marketing work? Network marketing absolutely works. And no one can convince me that it doesn't. So what did I do? I got the phone call from my friend. So that was the background, right? From my friend. Oh my God. He said, Val, I finally found it. I said, found what? Now, remember, I wasn't looking for a network marketing company. I wasn't looking for anything. I was simply being with the experience, right? He said, oh my God, I found it. He said, this organization, with this company that we are putting together, he said, Wakaya Perfection. I was like, what's Wakaya? What's that? And he told me what Wakaya Perfection is, and he told me the story, and he told me that we were building something brand new, and that you would be at the forefront of it. You could actually shape and mold this company. Yet the company itself, the products are not brand new because they've been around for 5 years already, and it's already been on Oprah's favorite things list twice. And they've already sold millions on HSN, sold out. They've been selling in Saks, the Chopra Center. I'm like, what kind of products are these? They're selling all over the place. Been written up in all kinds of magazines. Culinary experts all over the world are using the products. So I was real excited that it was new, but it wasn't new. And I was also real excited about who I was in business with. Not only my friend who was telling me this experience, whom I highly trust, highly respect for the highest caliber of person he is, for the quality of the work that he does, and for his heart and passion. See, I know the heart. You got to know the heart of the people that you're dealing with, especially when you're in business. And when he told me, Val, this is what we're doing, I knew I was on board with what he was telling me because I trust him. And I trust his business sense and his business acumen. And I trust that he knows network marketing backwards and forwards and has looked at many plans. He said for 2.5 years he was looking. And do you know the number one thing that he said that he was looking for, which is exactly the number one thing I was looking for? Integrity. 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 It's very important to me. It's a must. It has to be in place to build a solid foundation and to build an entire organization that will pay you big fat residuals. Remember, integrity has to be intact. And he said, Valerie, it's here. He said, Val, I'm telling you, I haven't felt this way about anything since we started it in FDI. He said, really? I was like, I could feel it. I'm on board. And then he shared with me about the story and the beautiful Fiji Islands. And you know, that's right up my life, up my alley, because me, I'll be living in Bali right now if it wasn't that Spirit brought me back here for a while and then I'm going back over again. It's all beautifully coming together. I've always wanted to live in places like the Maldives, Bora Bora, Tahiti, Fiji. Fiji is like one of my dream places to go. And now we have a business that is associated with Fiji. So not only am I in relationship with him, who is my sponsor in this business, millions in network marketing, knows it like the back of his hand, knows what he's talking about, trusted, integrity, heart. Not only that, the one who created the business, Todd Smith, who is the genius behind the compensation plan, been in network marketing for 28 years, way longer than I have, and built an organization of 200,000 people, knows intricately the workings of network marketing, and as well as the network marketing profession, as well as the compensation in networking. Partnered with, here's the third one, a billionaire, the owner of Wakaya Island. Now this one's multi-millionaire. My sponsor, millions in network marketing. Todd Smith, multi-millionaire in network marketing, in this industry, this business. Partnered with a billionaire, the billionaire owner of Wakaya Island. Now let me tell you something. If a billionaire and multi-millionaires were talking in your ear about something that they were doing, and you could really feel it within yourself that this is a good thing, would that be reason to act? It was reason enough for me to act, because let me tell you, God will answer your prayers, but you better be ready when God does answer your prayers. And you can't be shy because, oh, I spent thousands of dollars in TLC buying products. Yeah, so what? So did I. And guess what? I also spent thousands of dollars to become a financial planner. One test alone was something like $1,200 or whatever. So what? And yes, I spent thousands in maybe another business I was in too. So what? I'm not gun shy. I'll spend thousands again. I'll spend whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes because I'm not married to a vehicle. I'm married to the vision. And God already showed me the vision of what my life could be when it is completely free, financially, completely residually free. How many people you're going to bless all over the world, Valerie, that you will be able to bring an end to human trafficking. One of the biggest heart issues of my life is ending human trafficking. takes a lot of money to change the world, and I'm about it. Are you with me? If so, join us. Join us. It's an invitation. And trust me, I'm not convincing nobody, not this point in the game, because we are in pre-launch in Wakaya Perfection. So if you want to know all about Wakaya Perfection, watch that video. In the meantime, go to millionaireclub.me, because what I'm committed to doing is creating 100 new millionaires within 36 months. It's not going to take a long time. Anyone can become a millionaire in 36 months. That's not an income claim, and that's not an income goal. It's not saying it's guaranteed. If you do what's required and you love it, like I love Fiji, and I love what we're doing at Wakaya Perfection, I love it all. It doesn't even feel like work for me. It feels like divine inspiration. Join us. That's my story. I love you. God bless. Peace. ValerieLove.com. And of course, subscribe for more good stuff. Subscribe.